Okay, let's look at the magnitude plot of lag compensator. So we had lag compensator like this, the transfer function 1 plus ts divided by 1 plus beta ts. Here beta was greater than 1. Now if you calculate the magnitude of this guy, replace s with j omega, calculate the magnitude, you will get under root 1 plus t omega whole square divided by under root 1 plus beta t omega whole square. In dB, if you will calculate this term, 20 log this term minus 20 log this term, since it is in division. So 20 log numerator minus 20 log denominator. At omega equal to 0, you can see this will be 0, this will be 0, under root 1 will be 1, log 1 will be 0. So 0 minus 0 is 0 dB. So it will start from 0 dB in the plot. Mind you, in lead compensator, the plot was not starting from 0 dB, it was starting from some constant value 20 log alpha. Okay, so just one important point. Okay, now you can see we had two pole, one pole is sorry, I made a mistake. Okay, I made a mistake here. I drew it as a 0. It is a pole, by the way. So one pole is in 1 by beta t, and one pole is in 1 by 1 0 is in 1 by t. Okay, now if you calculate the omega like we have calculated, so omega 0 is will be 1 by t and omega pole will be 1 by beta t. Okay, so since beta is greater than 1, so it will be smaller than 1 by t, 1 by beta t will be smaller than 1 by t. So here it will come, and here pole is come, and here 0 is coming. It will start from 0 dB. It will go because there is a pole here, so it will give you a minus 20 dB per day slope, and when you reach this 0, you have a 0 now, so minus 20 plus 20 will become 0 dB per day. Because of this 0 plus 20 dB per day slope will be there, so adding both of them you will get 0 dB per day. Okay, so this will be the plot of magnitude plot of lag compensator. Okay, the way we have calculated for lead compensator, same as it is. I know, I understand that I have not given the full details of this plot, Bode plot. This is a Bode plot. Okay, Bode plot, and it's a approximate plot. Just bear with me, when we will see Bode plot, it will be more clear, but just now you should be remembering that a pole will give you a minus 20 dB per day slope, and 0 will give you always plus positive 20 dB per day slope. Okay, so we saw how it is coming. Okay, okay, so let's look at the phase of plot of lag compensator. So we had lag compensator V naught S divided by VIS is equal to 1 plus TS divided by 1 plus beta TS. This I am representing it by TS. Okay, this whole thing, transfer function, where T was equal to, this T was equal to R2C, and beta was 1 by alpha, that is R1 plus R2 divided by R2, and this quantity is greater than 1. Okay, so mind you, the in lead compensator we had tau is equal to R1C, and we had alpha, which was R2 divided by R1 plus R2. And if you want to remember tau, just write the capacitor and the resistance attached to it, either in series or in parallel. In parallel you will have lead compensator, in series you will have lag compensator. Okay, just write the resistor which is attached to C. That's how you calculate tau, so you don't have to remember. Now coming to the angle of this TS at S is equal to j omega, you will have minus tan inverse beta t omega divided by 1 because of this pole, and plus tan inverse t omega divided by 1 because of this 0. At angle omega is equal to 0, you have angle is equal to 0, omega 0, this quantity 0, this quantity 0, both are 0, so angle is 0. At omega is equal to infinity, this is infinity, so tan inverse will be 90 degree plus 90 minus 90 will give 0, that is why 0 degree. So it will start from 0, it will end at 0. Okay, and depending upon the value of omega, tau and beta, you will have different values of phase. Now the important point is omega naught, which is again the product of the two corner frequencies, that is 1 by t and 1 by beta t. Okay, 1 by t and 1 by beta t corner frequencies under root, you will get 1 by beta under root tau. Tau is R2C, beta is 1 by alpha. At this frequency you will get maximum phase. Okay, this is the point, maximum phase omega tau, and it's a geometric mean of these two pole frequencies. It is starting from 0 degree, ending at 0 degree. Okay, at different values of beta, t and omega, you will have this sort of curve. Okay, now this quantity again can be calculated at sin phi m 1 minus beta divided by 1 plus beta, or tan phi m is equal to 1 minus beta divided by 2 under root beta. Mind you, in lead compensator we had alpha in place of beta, and since here we have beta greater than 1, so the angle will come out to be negative, which is perfectly fine. So in this direction angle is negative. Okay, in a lead compensator we had this curve above 0 degree. Okay, so this is the important formula to remember, this curve is important, and this is anyway important. How these guys came, this condition came by differentiating this with respect to this equation with respect to omega, equating it with 0, you'll get omega naught, and if you know put omega naught here, you'll get angle sin phi m is equal to 1 minus beta divided by 1 plus beta, 1 minus beta divided by 2 under root beta. So phi m is represented by angle. Okay, this angle was represented by sin phi m, so phi m, so that's how you get. So I am not going into the derivation since it is not required. Okay, so this is the phase response of lag compensator. I hope now it is visible.